Welcome, everybody, to the 5-Star Frogcast. I am your host, Kevin Benayer, and with me is my tag partner, T-Money, Tyler Harrison.
Boom. What's up? We back.
Post Wrestlemania.
Post Malone Wrestlemania.
Neither of us are the champion. Tony retained.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't actually retain. He lost, but then he won again.
I
did win the championship. I won the championship. I did.
You did, but you did hold it. You had the shortest reign, I think, of anyone.
It's okay. I'm not new to short reigns. Okay, so I think I had it for like a week and I lost it. I had like a 2 or 3 month reign. I lost it.
Yeah.
Won it again. Lost it. Won it again for a night. Lost it. So It's okay. We move. We'll move on to Backlash. Maybe we'll win there. Maybe I just won't win it ever again. Who knows?
That's a big possibility, both of them.
But big episode. But before we get into it, we got our sponsor for the episode, WWE 2K23. We're in the game. You can go to Community Creations, and you can look up T-Money for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's LT Money, the Lucha Libre background for T-Money.
Exactly.
And for myself, I don't know what it is, but
well, it's going to be the Frogcast. If you want to look for it,
okay.
PlayStation. It's on the Frogcast.
There it is. So if you're fans of the Frogcast, all our fans out there, if you want to play as us in WWE 2K23, go do exactly what Tyler just said. If you want to know who made them, T-Money made them.
Yeah, I made them. It took me a good time. A good bunch of time.
But let's get back into the video. All right. The podcast is whatever. But anyways. WrestleMania.
Yeah. Our boy wasn't on it. Shane's quad exploded.
Honestly, overall, solid show. It was good. Overall, it was a good show. Night 1, night 2, both good shows. Obviously, one's better than the other.
Yeah,
but you can't. There are stuff that are good on night 2. There are good stuff. Night 1 was a classic. We had many good matches. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, which I got snubbed of a 5-star. Unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah. Dave gave it a 4.75 or something like that.
Of course he did.
I give it a 5, but
yeah.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Usos 5-star, amazing match, classic, great build up, crazy ending to the story. The showcase match was really good, a lot of good spots.
That could have been arguably match of the night. I really liked that match.
I don't know if match of the night, but it's a good match. It was
great moments. They showed off.
It had good spots.
They showed the wrestlers.
It had good spots. Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, good match.
KSI gets involved.
KSI gets involved. Yeah, it was a good match.
Shout out to match to start the match off, the night off, where John Cena came out with a bunch of
that's the only
Wish
mid
Kids.
Match.
And
that is
but I like it because he lost in front of the Make-A-Wish Kids.
He did,
which is great. What a heel thing to do by Triple H. Triple H shows I don't care. You're gonna come out with a bunch of kids.
He clearly doesn't care after what Cody Rhodes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Cody
giving
Rhodes
the belt
loses.
to Brody Lee's son, a guy who used to work for your company. Front row tickets and everything. Gives him the belt. Roman Reigns, by the way, Solo took it from the kid.
No, they should have showed that. I don't think they did.
I think it's because they was at the wrong time. Like, as he did it, the camera's panning back to the ring because you have to focus on the wrestlers, right? You don't focus on that.
Yeah.
So this is bad time. But yeah, he took it from the kid, which is hilarious.
And beat Cody with it.
But yeah, the night 2, another 5-star. Gunther, shout out to Gunther. He is the only current WWE wrestler I think that has like 5-star matches.
Yeah,
like really? The most, at least the most. I think he has like 5.
He is a phenomenal wrestler.
Any match he gets put on, it's phenomenal. So
yeah, it's gonna be good.
I knew it was gonna be a good match. We all knew. That is 2 now of Sheamus. So that was a great match, the triple threat. And then obviously Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, amazing match.
You're forgetting about 2 big matches though. 2 other big matches. Night 1, we had The Miz taking on returning Pat McAfee.
We did.
With help of George Kittle.
Yes.
And night 2, we had the return of Shane McMahon to just then distract The Miz for Snoop Dogg to punch him and hit the Snoop elbow. The doggy elbow.
Yeah. Night 2 was a little bit of a mess, but it had its highlights. So overall,
a little bit.
WrestleMania,
it was a big mess.
Okay. WrestleMania 39 was solid. That's what I give it. I give it a solid show.
It did what it was supposed to do.
Exactly. And I need to hit records according to like the marketing team and sales and all that stuff. So that's good for them. Triple H obviously came to acknowledge that. Talking about that now. The Raw after Mania hasn't actually been good for the past like 4 years. If you really think of it, it really hasn't been good. So Triple H under control. We got high hopes. You can get some NXT guys coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some returns. Zack Ryder, maybe. There's always that. Something else. Jay White, which Jay White obviously did not eventually coming. We'll talk about it in a bit. But instead, we got absolutely nothing other than Riddle,
which is nice.
It's nice, but it's not big. It's not like that's worthy enough. Like that's an extra. I think you can count it as. And then instantly, because the Raw after Mania wasn't that good. It seemed a bit off. I didn't actually watch it live. I watched it the day after. I watched the highlights plus a little live.
Of it live, yeah.
But according to a lot of people, like reports, go all over my feed. It was literally just, this is awful. What the heck? Vince is back. Vince is back. Vince. So that led us to really thinking that Vince is back, and this because WWE, it got sold, right? Endeavor's got the 2-company deal, UFC and WWE. So that really got us all thinking, Vince is back. Triple H came out, even said WWE's going to be the same. We're going to be this. We're not going anywhere, making it seem as if he's done.
Yeah.
Right. So now we're like, okay, this is not going to go good.
Exactly.
So Tyler and I, we had an idea.
We can still do it. We can still do it.
We have it in our back pocket. No, we have it in our back. No, we don't.
Oh, we're waiting.
We're not. Not till we know for sure, because now we can't jump like everyone else did and go for those reports yet. Because SmackDown was a lot better. It was.
Here's the thing, and I think this is what happened again. It makes sense why it happened.
It doesn't though. Why would it make it one night? Why would he come up for one night?
Because
it doesn't make any sense.
It's after WrestleMania. It makes sense to him. He was there for WrestleMania. He saw everything that was behind the scenes, and he was like, you know what? I want to do this again. And not saying he completely took control, but he definitely undercut Triple H a bit. Like the Seth Rollins thing, Vince wanted to do something. Apparently there was a cut segment with Damage Control, which had a lot of speculation that Bayley was going to leave. But then there was more speculation coming out saying, no, Bayley would actually been more happy if Vince was in control for some reason, her reasons. There's actually superstars who would want Vince back in control. Maybe they just don't feel like they're getting, I don't know. You're going to always have issues with superstars wanting one or another. Maybe favoritism, Triple H is showing over some guys, right? Who knows? But I think it was just a one-off deal. Vince and his mustache is gone. He did say, because they were interviewing him during the Endeavors thing. They asked, like, are you going to be part of creative? And he said, like, I am, but not the nitty-gritty stuff. So I really think he's going to be a part of his, not only like big signings, so like a Jay White if he was to sign, which we'll get into that later. But like maybe a big character change, like say for example, turning Roman back to face. So I think he'll have more say in that. But when it comes to actually booking shows and doing all that stuff, sure. It's what's worrying me if it was like what happened Monday night, and he's not taking control, but he's sitting behind Gorilla.
Yeah.
Right? And Triple H is not going to be like, no, because it's at the end of the day, Vince is still his boss, right? So he can't say no. He's got to just take his licks and go, okay. He's got to choose his battles he want to die on.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, Seth Rollins was not too happy. His promo got cut in half, I guess. His segment, wherever long it's supposed to be, got cut in half. Which then leads us into SmackDown. Like I said, Bayley's promo got cut. Austin Theory gave him all the time in the world he wants. Great promo by him. Of course.
But yeah, no, so post Raw, it's awful. Not getting good reviews, everything. Midweek, they say Triple H is going to come out again, which definitely speculates people thinking either it could be an angle where they set up some like crazy match at Survivor Series. There was some report.
There's some rumors, yeah.
That's not happening. It's good we didn't do this earlier because it's good we kind of waited. Because if we did, it wouldn't look that good. And then there was other reports like he's just going to say the same thing on Monday Night Raw, which is what I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, I thought he was going to come out beginning of the show.
And he didn't come out at the beginning, so then that really got me thinking, okay, this is going to be kind of interesting now. They did, because normally Triple H, he'd be like, just let me get this over and done with. Let my wrestlers have full time. They deserve the time, I don't, right? But he came out mid-show to announce the draft. Coming back, it's gonna be like all eligible superstars now, not a limited amount.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. Before we get into the part about the draft, we'll go back to it later.
We'll get to it.
But the first match of SmackDown, banger.
Yeah.
The Ricochet match was solid. There was another match. I can't think of it now, but it was also really good. So then that got us thinking, okay, Triple H is back in control. Vince is actually not in full control. No. It probably was a one-off. So that's why we're not doing our video we have it in our back pocket though. We're ready to bring out Sarah McLachlan. I remember you. We have it ready. Don't worry. Basically, it was just a tribute video to all the great stuff that Triple H has done. But
yep. Why did you spoil it?
They don't know how. We could change it up now.
No, we're not gonna change it up. We're gonna keep it.
No, we're not. But it's in our back pocket.
Triple H seems like he's more in control, which is good.
Then watch Raw stock again. This watch it happen.
They could be doing that. Maybe Vince is having more control of Raw, where Triple H has more control of SmackDown. It could be possible.
Who knows?
It could be possible.
But they announced the draft. That's gonna be cool. A cool few superstars to talk about. We'll do Drew McIntyre first. Okay. Mm-hmm. So McIntyre, his contract's coming up. I don't know if it actually expired because he was supposed to show at SmackDown, didn't show up. There was some talks of contract disputes, him taking a break. But the contract disputes is over money, I think. Maybe a little bit creative, but I think it's basically the money. Honestly, I think WWE is going to end up paying him what he thinks he's worth. Just because I don't really see him leaving.
No. I think he's carried WWE too much in the last
That's probably why. It was a Thunderdome era, and he's like, look, I carried you guys through that. He's probably signed through that till now, I would assume. So he probably wants a good amount of money. I don't know the details too much, but there's a chance he does leave. And if he does leave, there is a big, there's another company that has got a big event coming up that they just announced. That was Tony Khan's big announcement. Finally, a actual announcement for AEW. Now we're switching over to AEW. We'll get back to WWE. All In at Wembley Stadium. They're bringing back All In.
First time in AEW history, they're going to the other.
They're going 80,000 minimum.
That's bold of them. I respect that. And I think they can pull it off.
Yeah, people doubted Cody and his boys. The Elite, that they would sell 10,000 for an indie show. They did it. They also doubted that they would start a company out of it.
And they did it. They're going to ACC.
AEW's bringing back All In, and they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna get 80,000. I think max in Wembley's 100. If they had pull 100, that's insane.
I don't think it's gonna be 100 because they need room for seating for their actual ring and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. They're going to try to pull 80,000. I think they could do it. That's bigger than WrestleMania almost, basically.
It is WrestleMania.
I give them credit.
It is the WrestleMania, literally. It is. It's insane, and they got to go high. That's why they signed Jay White. They signed Jay White. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, McIntyre goes there, Drew Galloway. That would be his name, obviously. Mm-hmm. And maybe he gets them because he's a big what do you call it?
UK guy.
Big UK guy. He's a big factor there for their guys there. And he can definitely bring in the numbers.
You want someone who's around that. The best case for AEW would be They do their Forbidden Door in Toronto, right? They do their thing. They're done. They move on to now All In, right? They hope Drew McIntyre doesn't sign. MJF comes out, says, I've beaten every big person in the company, blah, 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 blah.
Drew McIntyre really hasn't, but...
No, but that's who he is.
Yeah.
Then Drew Galloway, what's his name? His name was Galloway, right?
Yeah,
Galloway comes out and goes, well, you haven't beat me. You're going to fight me basically in my home country of the UK. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
It's only an idea.
It's if he does not, I think he resigns. But Tony Khan needs to he needs a British star. Maybe a Will Ospreay. I think he's Aussie though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's Aussie.
So I don't think that would work. But he needs a star big in the UK to help build this brand. Not saying that it's not big in the UK. I'm pretty sure it is. It has to be. I assume they can.
Wrestling's always big though. Like no matter even if it's an indie event, they go to it.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just you want the fans to be in it for sure. The investment.
It's gonna be interesting. I didn't see it coming. I could maybe see 50,000. So 80,000. It's a lot. I'm not doubting them. I think they can do it. I'm hoping they do it. It'd be sick. See AEW pull off that. Like that's really cool. Then they have their own 1 year only big event like WrestleMania. They got their Mania now. I think they should actually do it for Double or Nothing because I've always considered Double or Nothing their Mania, like their biggest one. But maybe All In will be the biggest one now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay White.
Jay White's their big one. Who did he attack?
Ricky Starks.
Yeah, that's right. Which
because his other partner of the Bullet Club was facing him.
Yeah.
He comes out. So Jay White's in AEW now. There was some, I think it was because of the whole Vince thing, and him still being there. The talks kind of fell through apparently with WWE. That's what I've heard. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, we mentioned this before because again, these were all speculations. At the time, we thought Vince was full control again, or not full in control, but mostly in control, like 90%. And Triple H is just there. And we said, well, that could be a big factor because Jay White wants to go and do his thing, but if you have someone like Vince there who's very strict on it, where I think Triple H is more lenient towards it, it's gonna be hard to promote yourself. Where All Elite is perfect for him. It's just All Elite's got so much good talent. They got to figure out how to use it. I think they've been doing good recently. But yeah, it should be interesting. I'm excited to see what they pull with Jay White.
Yeah, I am. I could see some good matches. Obviously, going to be some good matches. Kenny and him would be great. I like to see Adam Cole and Jay White. I think that'd be a really good fight.
That would be nice.
Bullet Club versus the Elite, maybe. They got some stuff they can work with, and good on Tony Khan for getting him. I do expect them to maybe either sign another big star or set up some big storylines for All In because they're gonna have to.
Well, yeah, for sure. Which kind
they're
of
gonna need to.
I mean,
they're gonna need to set up some like banger of matches, like good build up to sell.
The thing is, I think All In comes after Forbidden Door, right?
It does. I think it's
so. The good thing about it is after Forbidden Door, you could start fresh, because Forbidden Door is so much company versus company.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So they get the chance for that. But yeah, they have a lot of work to get ahead of themselves, planning ahead. Who's MJF gonna? Obviously, MJF's got a headline. So again, who's going to be that guy that he headlines against? We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know what it
is. Dream scenario for him would be Drew McIntyre. Don't think it's happening. Saraya is going to be there for sure. I think that's where she wins her title if she's in it, but she for sure will be there. It should be good.
May 28th, Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Forbidden Door, June 25th.
Mm-hmm.
All In, August 27th.
There you go. Yeah, so that's 2 months, basically a month or so to build storylines.
Yeah, it'll be big. It's cool to see that they're gonna take the big step and do that now. We'll see how it happens. Wish the best for them, obviously. But now let's go back to the draft. What we think could happen here. Based off what Triple H said, I think we're getting like the OG draft back.
Yeah.
Maybe get all the wrestlers in back there. waiting for their name to be drafted, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Maybe some teams get split up. Maybe
I heard rumors Judgment Day, and
I've heard that, and a lot of people don't want it to happen.
I don't either, but this is your chance to split some of them off.
I don't know. If anyone is to be split up, I think it's just Balor.
No, Rhea Ripley.
Well, Rhea Ripley is guaranteed to SmackDown already. Like, I don't even think she's like gonna be like picked or anything. I think she's just guaranteed.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You could have some people on Raw. We'll see what happens.
I think Balor would stay on one or the other, probably Raw, and then the other two would go to SmackDown.
That's possible.
Maybe.
I hope not, though. Balor seems it's just actually, you know what?
Balor can go on a singles run, though, man.
I'd be fine with that because Balor doesn't seem like he's the leader of the group.
No, Rhea Ripley does, and
yeah, and that's fine by me because Damian. Not even that. Damian Priest seems like he's the head front. He's the guy.
Yeah, but I feel like he's just gonna be a mid or undercard guy. I don't know if they're gonna push him.
No, they won't push him to main event, but that's fine. You don't need to push him to main event. You just need him to continue doing these things. He's the workhorse.
I guess
that's what he is,
and
that's
Dominic
why I think it's okay.
Has a lot of heat on him, so like you could see him go alone, but I think he still needs Judgment Day a bit. He still needs a little bit of him.
Yeah.
And then Rhea Ripley, obviously, she's the girl. She's the lady of SmackDown now, so
it seems like Judgment Day was built around Rhea to boost her.
We didn't think that at the start, but yeah, it ended up being.
That's where it seems like they're going with it.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was Dominic Mysterio, which is kind of helping him.
Yeah.
But as of the presence, I think it's Rhea that they're actually building around.
Yeah, I mean they could split them up maybe. Street Profits, this is their chance to be split up. I think it will happen.
Yep. It'd be interesting.
Bloodline's not getting split up.
I think this would be a good time.
No, it won't happen.
Just get Solo away from them.
It won't happen.
No,
I doubt
it's possible.
It is, but not
Cody
anything
will stay
like
on Raw.
Anything big like that, it just won't happen. That's why Judgment Day in a way it just won't happen, but we'll see.
Cody will stay on Raw. I think they should put Seth back on SmackDown.
Seth should go to SmackDown, yeah.
Sheamus
should go to Raw.
Yeah. I think
maybe, but I do like.
You know what? No, the Brawling Brutes should be broken up.
Yeah.
This is the chance they get Pete Dunne back, and this is it. You send Sheamus and Butch over to some Raw. Butch stays to SmackDown. He turns into Pete Dunne again.
Yeah.
Have him a couple of weeks. Shinsuke's back next week.
He can go either way. Shinsuke's gonna be. I think if Vince doesn't limit stuff, we still don't know what's going on there. We have to give it some weeks. So if H is full in control like he normally was, Vince is kind of just there. Shinsuke is gonna have a good run now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he brings back his OG song, by the way, as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
hope so, but it's the whole CFO thing, and they can't use their music. That's why a lot of these musics have been changing. They dropped out, and they can't use their music anymore. Which a lot of people are like, why are they changing the music like Rebel Heart, or all this good music like Tommaso Ciampa? Because there's what's it called, the CF, whatever the band that was doing the song before, they got cut. And they got released, and with that they wanted their rights to the song back, and they won them. So WWE can't use it, right? Or they'll have to pay them royalties. So they're using this new group who's making new songs. That's why you're kind of hearing more different songs. Like Asuka's more of a new, different, older song. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some are different. I think they could probably buy it off them. Yeah, they were gone for a while.
Interesting, I didn't know
they
that.
kept Rebel Heart, but then yeah, that's why a lot of people are like, why the music.
Rebel Heart is different now.
Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same song, but it's different because of that reason. They had to change it up. Same with Tommaso Ciampa's song. They lost it because they left. Same with Asuka's. Shinsuke Nakamura's kind of different. Yeah, just like stuff like that. They could easily probably buy it back. I'm not saying they can't. But I think that's up to Vince.
Yeah. All right, interesting. I didn't know about that, so it's good to know.
Obviously, the big wrestlers who had Jim Johnson's old tracks, they kept them.
Yeah. Jim Johnson's an OG. He's the GOAT.
He is. A lot of great music. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of superstars moving around. Johnny Gargano, I like to see on SmackDown, let him do his own thing. I'd like to see him bring back. They kind of did do it with the Cruiserweight title, but they didn't do it good. It was a stupid purple title. They need to bring back like kind of the OG title.
I don't know.
They need to do something.
I don't know if I want that title back. I didn't. 205 Live was an absolute flop, right? So
that's what I'm saying. But you don't need to do a 205 Live.
No.
You just do, because the NXT, I'm pretty sure, still has their cruiserweight title. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100.
Do they?
I thought
it hasn't been defended. Maybe it hasn't been defended in a while. I know they got the North American ticket title.
Yeah, I know Santana Escobar had won it for a bit. That's why I know, for back in the pandemic era days. So maybe they don't have.
Maybe they ended it.
Yeah. But, either way, I think they not a 205 Live thing. I don't know. It's tough. Anyway, so yeah, there's gonna be superstars moving all around. I'm trying to think what other teams could that being up. Damage Control, big one, I think.
They should be split up. I think this is it. They cut them off.
Put Io and Dakota. Put Io, Dakota on SmackDown. Leave Bailey on Raw, or vice versa. I think Bailey needs to split from the group.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But that being said, since they're doing the draft, we thought, Tyler it's more Tyler.
This is all me.
This is really Tyler's idea. I didn't expect this coming, but he's got an idea, so I'll let him take off here and explain the whole idea.
All right.
Behind this and this point system.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. All right.
Yeah.
So I heard Triple H is bringing the GM back, the GM role. Right. Okay. Cool. I like this. The whole drafting GMs and all this fun jazz stuff. And I'm like, why don't we do something like this and make it a little bit competition? Because we already have the 5-star Frogcast championship. And now we can have the trophy of the superior team. And so I have decided to come up with our own draft where we pick the superstars and then we make our teams. And so how it works is, rule 1, there is no Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not allowed to be picked. Because
now, why is that?
I just think it's because he doesn't work enough, right?
He got both titles.
Also, he's got both titles, so it's like...
Show up on both shows?
Yeah, shows up on both shows. We're trying to kind of keep it separate. I just don't think Roman's the pick. Because I feel like once he loses those titles, he's also gone. So...
It's true. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
But... when he does lose those titles, because obviously it's going to happen eventually at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't happen until next year Mania, that's insane, so we don't have to worry about it for a while. But if it does happen, let's say SummerSlam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The person who wins that, I guess if we chose them and it happened to be them, then we'd get I get it now.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. That being said, I'm thinking 14 superstars in general. Okay. We're going to be doing 6 divas, or 6 female superstars, and 8 male superstars. In which of those 8, 2 of them have to be a tag team. So then we can have
Yeah.
So 2 people would be like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
So 1 tag team, and then 6 male, 6 female.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's how we're going to do it. Now we're thinking, how do you determine who wins? Well, we'll do it by points.
Okay.
So how
we
do
a while they make this. So.
Yeah. 1 point for superstars who win on SmackDown or Raw. So if you have Montez Ford and he wins that night, you get a point.
Copy this stuff. Put it in a folder.
2 points for a tag team win with the team you choose. So if you have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and they win a tag team match, or if you have Cody Rhodes who's tagging with someone and he wins the match, you get 2 points. Okay?
Okay.
You get 2 points for a single pay-per-view win. So it could be a triple threat, fatal 4-way, 6-man, whatever. You get 2 points for that. You get 3 if it's a tag team, a War Games, a Survivor Series elimination match. As long as it's a team, you get 3 points. You get 3 points as well for a title defense, King of the Ring win, or Money in the Bank win. You get 3 points.
King of the Ring and Queen?
And Queen, yes, of course, and Queen. I don't know if they confirm they're doing that, because it seems like...
I think they are. Sure. Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So, and Queen. So you get 3 points for that. And then, of course... Yeah. And, of course, the big one, 4 points for a title win. So you're a superstar of any kind. Tag, a cash-in, anything. If they're going for a title and they win it, you get 4 points.
Okay, so if they got Money in the Bank, it's 3. If they win it, Now going back to the two tag team ones. So the first
Yeah.
one's the 2 points, the tag team.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
on
kind of
regular
putting this
shows, SmackDown
So
and Raw.
regular show, SmackDown, Raw, but
Yeah,
it has to be the tag team you chose that
Yeah.
gets the win.
yeah,
Okay, so let's say I chose like Alpha Academy, for example.
and they
get
win.
a tag team win, so that's 2 points for me.
Yeah, but you won't get it. Yeah, so I
But what if I pick Cody, for example,
Yeah.
and he teams up with a random guy I didn't pick? That doesn't count because that's not a tag team.
No, you'll get a win for that.
I get a win,
You'll
so I get a point.
You'll just get a win. Yeah.
Okay. And then the 3 points tag team win on pay-per-view, so what's
It's the
the
same
team that you
thing.
choose?
It'd be Alpha Academy, not Cody Rhodes if he's teaming with someone else.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm putting these rules in a folder, so we have it.
And at the end of the year, the Slammy Awards, we will tell you guys who the winner is.
Slammy Awards, the Frogcast Awards.
For Frogcast Awards. We'll be doing this in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time.
2
weeks time. We get to sit down, think about picks we actually want.
Leading up, we got a few weeks.
Yeah.
When is the actual draft happen?
I don't know. I think that they haven't really disclosed a date yet. They just said they're going to do it soon, in a few weeks' time or whatever.
Hopefully they announce it soon, because
it'd be cool if we get to.
Ideally, we want to like try and set up same week.
Yeah. Of course, it'll be draft night. You gotta dress in your best clothes.
Do you think I'm coming up dressed up? I'm coming in. Bloodline T-shirt, baby.
The fans, you guys will vote. You get to vote on TikTok or Instagram. Who gets to go first and who gets the first pick between me and Kevin? And we're gonna duke it out and see who's team's more superior one.
And one of you will comment. We know you will.
Yeah, one of you will.
And so then you guys gotta choose our first pick. We'll see. I honestly got some tricks up my sleeve here.
I thought of a strategy.
I do have one guy. I kind of just maybe I kind of gave it away there. Gave the gender away, but
one guy maybe
one guy that I think I'm set on. Who can give me a couple points for sure?
I think I already know my first pick.
But if you get first pick, I'm worried you take him. Because you're the type of guy that I wouldn't go for like the big name. You'd go for the guy. I know.
That's underrated.
That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm sneaky. I have a few tricks myself that might not pan out.
We'll literally have to write this down and keep track of our own score. But I like the idea. It's cool. Get the fans involved.
Yeah.
Update it throughout the year.
Yep.
Cool.
We'll also see the winner of both our teams. So let's say I have Seth Rollins, you have Cody Rhodes, and at the end of the year, Seth Rollins has 25 points. He's the MVP of the. We'll just say he's like the MVP of the. Little attention to him. Congratulations. Gets his own little category.
All right.
So it should be very interesting.
I like it. We'll see how it goes. But that is all the time we have for this week's episode of the Frogcast. You can follow us on our Instagram page at the.5.star.frogcast. You can also go subscribe to our YouTube page at the 5-Star Frogcast. And our TikTok, which you will have to go look at, and our Instagram to comment who gets first pick in our inaugural draft.
Yeah.
Coming up in a few weeks. So make sure to keep an eye out for either a video on TikTok about that or a picture on our Instagram page. Comment down below. Whoever gets the most votes wins. If it's this one, well, that's it.
We'll take it.
But until then, Tyler, you can ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
And we'll catch you in the next one.